Hi guys, welcome back to another video. You join me today with another sketchbook. I'm actually thoroughly enjoying this. If any of you don't know, if you're new to my channel, I've pretty much just gone through all my university sketchbooks from year one all the way to the third and final year. Now I'm starting off with my college sketchbooks. It's very exciting because I've actually got a huge box, and it's not just my college. So I did college for 2 years, and then I also did GCSE and also prior to that as well, which is quite exciting because it's kind of like going back in time to see how I've evolved and see if there's anything that I still stood out in that kind of arty process. So this one, I don't know what it is. I think it just says my name and then art and design. I do know it's from college. Other than that, we're just gonna flick through it and go on from there. I think this is the criteria for Unit 5, Contextual Influences in Art and Design. So for this, the grading system's like pass, merit, and distinction. So I think it's like an A, B, C kind of situation. I think I only got a merit for this. Oh, I think this might be like a art history sketchbook. I mean, art history was never my favourite. I used to love learning about it, but I just hated writing about it. I'd rather talk about it like verbally than anything else, because I just never got it. Look at all those chunky paragraphs. Graphics, I think. Whoa. I went a bit crazy. This does remind me of a Jackson Pollock though. I think maybe I was trying to replicate it or do my own version of it in paint, because why not? So visual elements. I think so we were learning about tone, shape, texture and what they actually are. Yeah, this is definitely art history. Ooh, just the thought of it just kind of makes me go a bit weird. It is very useful to know, but unless you're into that sort of thing, I don't think it's necessary to put it in fine art. Like, I understand they kind of have to evaluate us on art history within fine art, but I don't feel like it should be like an open conversation rather than just sit down and write about it, because in art you do more stuff. You're more practical than theory based. You don't just sit there and talk about it, you sit there and make the piece of work. Some art inspiration, William Morris. Oh, writing. Oh, yes, we evaluate Vincent van Gogh's painting of wheat fields with crows. So it's that one. One of his most famous ones. As well as that one, obviously. Impressionism. I don't know why, I just like the flappiness. It just makes the book look more chunky and visually exciting. It's nice to know that you always come back to an image from college into university. So this image is what I based upon my dissertation. It was the first image that you saw in my dissertation because it was that important to me, and the whole reference of whether or not painting is dead. It was around this time period of when photography was proper becoming its own element, basically. Different shapes for Picasso's. God, there's a lot of writing, I didn't realise. But it's just like copying out of a textbook. Little Darley. What's this say? A bit of abstract expressionism. So that was Jackson Pollock, so maybe that was something to do with the paperwork I had at the very start. Oh, here's an interesting bit. So I'll just read this out because I think this is very relevant for today. An American minimalist artist recognised for his ordered linear format and grid formation sculptures, he studied and created marvellous three-dimensional sculptures which are currently displayed in the Tate Modern. In 1972, Britain's Tate Modern Gallery acquired Andrea's equivalent, I think it's 8 or 18, not sure, an arrangement of fireplace bricks. The piece was exhibited several times without incident, but became the centre of controversy in 1976 after being featured in an article in the Sunday Times and being defaced with paint. The brick controversy became one of the most famous public debates in Britain about contemporary art. This is because the piece of the cost a lot of money, around 80,000, which was paid by taxpayers' money. This isn't the piece I was. Okay, so I think what's going on here is that there's two different arguments. The first argument is that why would you spend the 80 grand on 8 bricks or 18 bricks, I think it is, with taxpayers' money, where this whole idea of is it wasting taxpayers' money on seamless art that no one really is going to appreciate just because of the name of it. And then there's a little bit about how Andre was acquitted of killing his wife. Bit of mixed message there. I can't quite remember what I was trying to make a point of. But I mean, the point is there, but I just didn't think I elaborated on it very much. And I've got End of Art. I feel like this book is a waste of a sketchbook. It should be in a text, like lined format, like a English book, because then you can just stick in all these little bits of information as well. Then we've got the good old Tracy Emin. And for an art history sketchbook, you can definitely tell it is, well, you can definitely tell that I didn't enjoy it because the lack of visual references throughout the whole book. I mean, it was just terrible. I've got some bits at the back. What is this? So this is just like a random crossword. Yeah, so here's the interim assessment. So this is something you do so you get a project, and for this I think this was about 4 months long, and she'll do it about 2 months in just to see how you are, to get you up. And literally just this characterises how much I hated art history. It says, Laura, you have produced some good work here and you're up to date. Well done. Some of your tasks are a little rushed, i.e. couldn't be bothered, and you could go into more detail. Not my sort of thing. In future, please type up and visual analyses I give you and include a reference. You need to be doing more independent research to improve your knowledge of the movements we cover, and include some relevant images in your book to make it more visually interesting. However, it is a very good start. Well done. She definitely knew I didn't like art history, did she? And I've got a random quiz. As if it was like, name the painting. I mean, I couldn't do that nowadays. I mean, there's only one of those that I know, and Starry Night. So if you put a load of paintings in front of me, I don't think I'll be able to do that. So that's a very short sketchbook walkthrough, but all I can get from a summary is that I absolutely hated art history, and you can probably tell. I actually remember making a mood board. I think it was in the first or second year, and I didn't realise I had to make a mood board until like 2 weeks before the hand-in, and I was like, oh my god, I haven't done a mood board. And it was just awful. Absolutely awful. And she knew that I rushed it and it wasn't a very good mood board to do because I just didn't enjoy the whole process. So why was the point of putting my time and effort into art history, something that I didn't really enjoy when it came to writing about it, but thoroughly enjoyed talking about it. So there's that. So hopefully you kind of got a general gist of my attitude towards art history. It's a bit of a very monotone book concerning the fact that art should be very colourful, but you can definitely tell I was not bothered. I did not enjoy art history at all in college or university. In school it was interesting because we didn't really have to write about it, we just learnt about it and then practiced it in a drawing or painting or whatever it was. So there's that. So yeah, that's the end of that sketchbook. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please comment down below what you thought. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe. And there's also some links in my description box to other videos like this, and also my eBay selling account, which is where you'll find all my artwork that I feature on my channel, as well as a couple of extra bits. In the meantime, please don't forget to check out all my other videos and artistry. This one seems quite... Again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye!